second.
They got the corrected version, right, Brenda?
It was on our table.
All right.
Now, was that just about LCHS?
Just the locations, yes.
Yes, we got it.
Okay, section A is the transfer of professional personnel for the school year 2014-2015. Section B is the employment of service personnel. Section C, transfer of service personnel for the school year 2014-2015. Section D is leave of absence. Section E is for resignation and or retirement, and that's noted under the effective date, whether it's resignation or retirement. Section F, this is where the changes occurred within each position. The location was added for each person, and this is employment of the extracurricular personnel for the summer of 2014. And at the bottom of section F, you will see rescind the transfer of Ranger Elementary teacher Dwayne Hicks, special education, K-5. He had been transferred to Harts, and that transfer has been rescinded. Abolish the summer professional posting for the speech language pathologist. And we are going to abolish the summer service personnel positions, but they will be reposted. There was error, so we will be reposting these same bus operator positions. Any questions?
Questions, everybody? If not, I'll ask for a vote on that. I know all yes vote for the personnel item.
Yes.
Oh, yes, okay. Okay, that brings us to comments and concerns. Summer projects.
Okay, we were going to talk about the summer projects at this time, but Mr. Smith covered them, and then I went over those during his presentation. So, but if you have any questions or any other comments or whatever. Also, additional board meeting. I was going to request an additional board meeting, but due to the principals not being able to get back with me with their recommendations in time for us to be able to get the agenda and get it out, I will not be asking for an additional one prior to the 16th. We'll be able to take care of those on the 16th and on the 30th. Because as you all know, we have to make sure that we have everyone transferred by August 1st. It's 20 instructional days, 20 days prior to the first instructional day. And we can't transfer people within the county. So we want to make sure that if there are extra ones that are needed in July, are there times that would not be good? If you all would start looking at your calendar for in July. Because I think we have, we have some time, but hopefully we can get everyone moved quickly. I would like to say that we have, I think by the 16th, we may have almost everyone that was reduced or transferred back in a position due to retirements and resignations of other employees. So there may be one or two, but not very many.
Are you requesting anybody if they have days and times in July that aren't good, to let you know when those are?
Please, yes, so that if we start looking at needing an extra time, other than whenever we get around to scheduling those, Brenda and I talked about those today.
What do you want to submit as soon as possible?
As soon as possible.
You just email one of them.
come and go over this, so we will know how you all want this data submitted to you.
Awesome. Is it possible for the board to be here at 5 o'clock on the 16th of June? We have 2 student hearings that we need to conduct.
We're gonna have to think about the 16th, because we're gonna do Mrs. Lucas' evaluation that evening, right?
I'm gonna be in file in Charleston that day, and getting here at 6 o'clock will be almost impossible. 5 o'clock will be absolutely impossible, unless we get everything taken care of this week or next. But you guys can start without me if need be. I don't wanna hold you up.
That's what
Can't resolve cases without money to resolve them.
Should we stick another one in there somewhere? I know you'll be gone.
So, Mr. Midget.
Okay, so we meet on the 16th, is that our last meeting?
Now, we meet on June 30th.
30, but that's too big a span for the input of the student things.
Do we need to add one in for the student hearing?
I'm just thinking, I don't know what it's gonna take to do the evaluation, but typically it's taking us an hour and a half, I would guess. So if we did,
You have to give the parents, supposed to give them a 10-day notice if there's going to be a hearing. And the meeting on the 30th is at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We generally have it during the day, and it's generally for end-of-year physical things. 30 has things that needs to be done before the end of physical year, and we usually add other things.
I mean, what do you all think?
We could do student hearings.
At 6, and then do my evaluation later that evening?
You know what you're talking about?
This expulsion hearing that lasts an average of an hour.
At least an hour, right? So you got-
Mhm.
See, I see 3.5 hours minimum right there. I mean, we've said through, longer than that,
Now, my stuff on the 30th is like, here, approve it. I mean,
We
mine's
could do
just real
student
simple.
hearings on the 30th.
Yeah, I mean, it's just approving
It
transfers.
is at 2 o'clock, Mr. Baker. Do you see that as a problem now?
I'm supposed to be on vacation that week anyway.
Okay.
Um,
Out of the
last
out of
week of
town or
June.
country, or-
No, just out of town.
Okay.
But I think that's gonna fall through.
We're planning on the student hearings on the 30th.
okay, is that okay with everyone?
And then the 16th will just be the evaluation, plus I'm not sure there'll be other business.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, as long as it's not,
not anything real. We won't have any reports
won't
from
be any
anybody
presentations or anything, right?
unless somebody signs in.
Right, but
We're gonna hold a 2 o'clock time frame.
on the 30th.
Yeah, mine's just, and what we'll just leave a blank for bills to be paid, so we can get as many of them on the books for June 30th. And I'll give you a number and a copy when we come to our meeting. And the budget transfers, like the form that I gave you in this board meeting, you'll get one of those on that day too. We'll just leave a blank number so that we can get as much stuff in by June 30th as I can. And that makes my closing books and everything smoother.
So what you'll do, Brenda, will just be advising the parents that the time we earlier than usual, right?
I hope that works for them, as far as their working parents. We'll determine that.
Well, if you run into an obstacle on that, there's always, we can change it instead
Yeah, it
of
doesn't
starting at
matter
2,
to
we
me.
can start later in the day, right? I think you all will have to work that out. If there's a conflict with the parents being made.
Mr. Wilson, what day of the week is June 30th?
If you
I
can.
think it's on a
Monday.
month, yeah,
It's
Monday.
on
Okay,
Monday.
all right.
Yes.
So we'll just be kind of flexible on that as far as the time,
Yeah,
based
it doesn't
upon the
matter to me at all.
parents' availability on that. Anything else, Judy?
Bertie's going to go
Oh, I'm
over.
sorry.
Oh, okay. So, somebody was wanting information with employees who miss more than 10 days. So, we guys can give you a list of, here, this person missed so many days, but you don't really know why they missed. So these printouts give you a really good detail. Some people have a doc, and all of you have a different sheet. Some people could have dock days, that means they've used up all their sick days, and now they're not getting paid, they're not on the job, they're not getting paid. Then personal leave, that's a sick day.
She's just giving you samples.
Professional leave would mean they got released from their job to go attend a professional meeting. And some of them you might have that has those 3 personal leave days. You know, we've had that issue with those 3 personal leave days and 5 personal leave days. So I can give you something like this. You can go through, and maybe just, maybe I'll just give it to the board members and you guys share it.
If you recall, the one I gave you before, just gave you the name and the number of days.
Yeah.
This one is a little bit more detailed. It tells you not only the person, it tells you the date they were absent, and it, yes, and the reason that they were
And
absent.
then it'll have a total of the, like this particular one I'm looking at, they have 3 dock days, 10 personal days, which is sick, and 3 of the 3 personal leave days.
And the dock day she's talking about, that was without pay.
So that means they've used up all their days for whatever reason.
And we talk of personal leave now, we lump that sick leave, all that's in the same
When it's
item.
PERS, that's our sick leave. If it has a PP, personal leave 3 days, that's part of those 3 personal days that everybody gets, and then they can accumulate an extra 2 as a carryover.
I mean, we don't use the term sick days at all.
No, we call those personal days. But, you know, I may just, you know, if you guys want to have this, I've already got it printed out, like Steve, if you want to have it, and if Mr. Wilkerson wants to look at it, and then we could also, if you want names.
Go across the top and tell them what those
Oh.
codes are.
Okay.
Bertie.
Okay, so we have the employee numbers, the first column, the name, absence codes. Is that what you want to know, what the
Yes,
codes are?
go across.
Go up, description,
Uh-huh.
and then the day, that's the date they were absent. The day of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, da-da-da. And then it's hours.
The CH. is
Yeah,
that-
it's really days, it's just kicking in like that.
Okay.
The next one is the location code.
Which
So,
school?
Like I have a location 212, which is Midway, this person I'm looking at. And there's the hours or days, and there's where the days comes in, the Ds. Units is full day, half a day. Job, that's what type of job they have. My person is a service 200, so that's a service employee, they're employed for a 200-day contract. And the period end, that's the period, pay period. So we just ended, we just did 5/5 payday. No, we didn't do that one. Yes, we did. So on 5/5 was the last absences that's on here. Any absences up through 5/5?
This one is 519.
Okay, then this person didn't miss. That's what I was thinking, well, it should be,
Uh-huh.
519 should be
519.
the last one.
Why don't you just start off by letting me handle it?
Okay, I think that's a
Not
good deal.
literally, but
Let's see, let me, well, it doesn't matter how it goes back.
then I'll-
Then you're the keeper.
I'm the keeper, and then I will pass to those that claim
What
to see.
school is 212?
Midway.
And if they're paid, if
We
you
all
see
have
page
different
numbers,
people.
yes, you have different people.
31
Page
days.
numbers.
Yeah, and so,
Put 50 on the
You can't
wall.
do that.
oh my gosh.
You've got them all.
We're both over professional.
I'll
leave
fix it
days.
before I give you. I think.
So this particular,
Here,
like some
I'll-
people have had babies, they've had illness,
Yes, if you have, oh, I'm sorry, here's one.
Because I kept looking for you.
Now,
I
she's
don't see that on
So she's
I
probably
thought we
been
all had the
sick.
same one.
They're not using their sick days at least.
Lay it on me.
She's retired, said she's retiring. See, here's a code, so we can look it up.
Well, that gives you really good detail. I
Oh, I
mean,
understand.
yeah, it's like, why are they, are they
Right.
using up all the days, or are they docked, or whatever? And, we printed it out, so I thought, well, I
They
want
brought
to
it to me.
details.
Yeah, we were
I like
not sure
details.
if we wanted it.
All right, I will begin the process and then pass it.
Digest to still give us a summary, right?
Yeah.
Say that.
Come on.
I would, but it'd have to be an executive session, Sean wouldn't be able to hear it.
Yeah.
Take all the fun out of it. Okay. Are you gonna hand me anything else to carry? Okay, all right.
See, my stack got smaller.
Yeah, man, look at me. Okay, just a reminder, everybody, that for our next meeting, you'll need to bring your evaluation. This is what this, for our activity that day. Now, the other thing, and I think we communicate a little bit, everybody's affected, except Mr. Wilkerson, will be, the way we heard here a while ago, June the 30th is on a Monday. And as Brenda and I have discussed here, the board must meet on the first Tuesday of after the biennial election. So in other words, that will be July the 7th is when we're required to meet and have an organization meeting. So our first meeting in July will be on July the 7th, just by the way the calendar worked out. Last couple of years ago, I think it worked out that it was at the same day, but this day it won't be. The reason I say that is there's going to be about a week's time, and you never know what's going to happen here, of an emergency could occur, but until board members are sworn in, you aren't board members. So,
That would be Tuesday, July 8th, wouldn't it? You said that'd be the first Tuesday?
yes, I made it.
Okay.
So it's
No,
July
I
8th.
think it's the first Monday. That's why you
Okay,
chose
yeah,
July
I
7th.
may have my days mixed up, but the way it turned out, we were going to have to meet on the 7th. Was that?
Right.
So, okay, I may
It's the
have-
first
it's
Monday
All right,
after
good.
the, first Monday in July, in the
Seventh,
year that there
right.
is a
Okay.
biennial election.
So we have to meet on the 7th, but all four of us have to be sworn in. Okay, now normally, or in the past, it's been customary, we do that swearing in prior to the actual rest of the board meeting taking place. But I think you've probably gotten the same information that we had from Mr. Super or Mr. O'Cole one there, that just suggesting that we do the swearing in prior to that, the formal swearing in. We could always have a ceremonial swearing in on the 7th. I've talked to Brenda about being sworn in on June the 30th, just coming down here someday and being sworn in, and that would be the formal one. I'm just suggesting that either having used Brenda or some other method that you might have, that as someone that's authorized to do that it be done around by June the 30th. That way, should something come up that first week of July, and we had to have an emergency meeting or something, you would be technically a board member. Otherwise, if you haven't been sworn in, you would not be. So, ever how you want to do it, but Brenda and I have always talked, or already talked about on the 30th of June, I want to come down and do mine, so.
Couldn't we all just, we have to be here on the 30th?
I was gonna start saying, can we do it at that meeting?
I suppose we could, could we not?
We can just do that first.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's just do it that way then. And then-
Steve, what about the officers? Do we have to redo officers?
Well, that will come July the 7th.
But, but you have to redo the officers again?
Every 2 years, you have to have an
2 years,
ordinance.
okay.
We're gonna have to do all kinds of different things, set
Okay.
our meeting dates, and Brenda will have the whole list, I'm sure, from the past on it. But all those things will have to be done on the 7th. But I'm just concerned about that, the previous week, should something happen, and if we haven't already been sworn in, you know.
Let's let Larry in charge for the week.
Big quick meetings.
You know what you're saying, Sean.
You can tell me to have something to eat, right?
Something to You don't know what you've created. But, okay, so that, if you could do that and then plan to do that, Brenda, then I don't know what time we're gonna meet, but whatever time it is, we'll do that and get that in here. That way we'll all be legal. And then if everybody so desires, or you can decide if we want to do it on the 7th, or if we're gonna do it openly on the 30th, I guess we have to do it again on the 7th. Okay, that's all I have. Anybody have anything else? Okay, then let's adjourn until June the 16th at 6 p.m. at the county office.
Second.
Okay, Mr. Baker made the motion, Mr. Curry seconded. All yes?
Yes.
All